Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here. In today's video, I kind of want to just do a Q&A just to get this channel kind of started. This is going to be like my second or third video. I don't know when I'm going to post this one, so we'll see. But I just want to have a video on here to just get us started, start some conversations, answer some common questions about ADHD, and tell you my thoughts, my opinions, my thought processes, whatever you want to know. Okay, let's go into it. These are questions from my Instagram. So the first question is, what are some common workplace accommodations? Some of the most common workplace accommodations that I help clients get put into place are things like they can come into work a little bit late. Sometimes we put like a certain amount of time. So sometimes we'll just say a 15-minute grace period is recommended for this client to improve on time management. Having flex time with their schedule to where they can come in when they want and leave when they want. Being able to work remotely when maybe they are back in office now that the pandemic is over. And even before the pandemic started, we would recommend some level of remote work. We would recommend special equipment. So this could be things like a standing desk if that helps the person maintain focus and have better activity throughout the workday and increase their productivity. It could be special things like an iPad or a tablet or a special computer or special software to put on their computer to help them with tasks throughout their day. So those are some common accommodations that we help with. They sound very simple, and that's just because they are. A lot of times people with ADHD, we just need some very simple tweaks in order to enhance our work throughout the day. This next question says, how to overcome from overwhelm and determine where to start. So one of the things that I like to do with overthinking and ADHD is having us just take a step back, having us pause. This is because the thoughts are racing, the mind is going. Also, when the thoughts are racing and the mind is going, we're often doing a lot of this. We're moving around, we're looking around the room, we're trying to find something frantically. And sometimes what we need to do to just reset our nervous system is we need to just pause and we need to just go 1, 2, 3. Some of us need to do that out loud. Some just do it in their head. Either is fine. But take a 3-second delay to just gather yourself, see where you're at, see what's even going on with you. And then the next step would be to speak out loud. This is what I'm going to do, right? So it could be literally like that. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to whatever. For some people, they need very short, swift phrases. So the next step could be like if you're cleaning your house and you're frantically like trying to figure out how to clean your house. You're gonna pause, 1, 2, 3. Once you get to that 3, you've probably scanned your environment, and the next thing is going to be like, I'm going to go grab that mop. I'm looking at something that's like right over here in my kitchen, actually. So if I were to clean my house, I would kind of look over here, and I'd be like, I'm going to go start those dishes. Or if I'm looking over in this direction, I'm going to go clean the dog's toy box. It's like right in front of me right now, right? So you would just say it, and you would just go off and do it, and you would move your body in the direction of where that thing is just to get you started. This eliminates the ability to just really think yourself into a trap and increase your anxiety. Your pause is more of like a cap for that anxiety, which is the fuel for the overthinking and not taking action. This next question says, what would you recommend to a newly diagnosed person that's still figuring it all out? I love this question just because I feel like we've all been there, especially with ADHD. So I, first of all, have a book called Hire a Coach, Not a Tutor for ADHDers in their 20s. I wrote this book for people in their 20s, although you can get it if you're much older than that too. I get that as a common question a lot. But I wrote this book for people in their 20s because we are often dealing with transitions, and we're often also dealing with newly being diagnosed because it wasn't caught in childhood. Of course, there are older people who get caught way later in life, but that's normally the era we catch it in. Is like your low to mid 20s, we start catching it if we haven't caught it already, right? So a lot of times we are newly diagnosed, we're figuring out this world, we're trying to relearn a lot of different things and a lot of different concepts and adapt our brain to what was taught to us by society, by our friends, by our family, by our teachers, right? And now we have to decide what is right for us. And so the biggest thing that I would say is if you're a newly diagnosed person, first of all, give yourself some grace because, you know, you kind of just got here. You kind of just got on the roadmap, right? You'll figure it out. You'll get things going. But also stop listening to everybody. I talk about this in my book, actually. The chapter is called Stop Listening to Your Parents. Really, that's a metaphor, but it's kind of true, too, at the same time. But stop listening to your parents. Stop listening to everybody around you. Just stop listening to all the noise and start listening to yourself for the first time. And you will figure out at least half of this if you just do that and just listen to yourself. And this is advice I would give somebody even without ADHD. If you're just kind of really discovering yourself, whether it's a diagnosis or a newly desired value or maybe a new career path, just stop listening to all the noise that's around you and start listening to yourself. Start listening to how your brain works and really become your own best friend and really know that you are the expert of your own life. Now, with that being said, too, something I just thought about is you do want to maybe consult professional help as well because you may need someone guiding you through this. So medication is not shameful, although I take a medication neutral approach. So if you're not ready for medication, by all means, you can wait that one out a little bit. You could seek therapy, you could seek coaching, peer support. You could go to support groups for yourself too, but really be okay with taking some level of help because this life is too hard to do it alone in general, especially if the world wasn't designed for you and your brain. I think for right now, that's all the questions we're going to do to get started. But if you like this video, first of all, give it a thumbs up, share this video with somebody, and do me a favor and drop some questions that you have in the comments because I would love to answer some questions directly from you all. But I am looking forward to seeing you all what you have to say. I am looking forward to seeing this audience grow. I've always wanted to be on YouTube. This is like my third or fourth time to going on YouTube, actually. So I hope you guys like this video. Comment your questions. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if you want me to talk about anything very specifically, go in depth, whatever the case may be. And until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.